Hello everyone, welcome to the Scorched Crab livestream. And yeah, gonna start right away. First stages are always gonna be just some barrages and artillery on the car. Trying to get through them quickly. But yeah, we do have the Scorcher boots on this Mega Crab and also the Cryo Bomb that basically has the fire effect instead of freezing. And the Mega Flamethrower. And it looks like also this time the Mega Flamethrower is at the max level. Not like the last time there was the Scorched Crab where it was like a level 1. But yeah, I'm gonna try to maybe finish all my attacks on this Mega Crab. But yeah, it will not be easy, of course. Now with the squad leaders, it's always just so many attacks. And actually, if you can take a look at the powder I have right now, yeah, about 10,700, so yeah, maybe we can see how much powder I'm gaining at the end of the Mega Crab. Vegetarian pig, thank you. Even though I guess now you don't need a lot of luck, you just need fast attacks. I probably should use the confetti to take out the car. On those earlier stages that should be really easy. And yeah, I think most of the crab I'm gonna use this strategy that I'm using right now. maybe gonna make a few small adjustments, like maybe change the Muka or one of the Bombardiers. But yeah, basically this strategy can beat every base. And if you would have, or if I would have the Julius Mars squad leader, it would be even easier. But yeah, unfortunately, I don't have him. Hey Ethan. Ayla and Luca. I'm gonna share some of the attacks soon, probably after the Mega Crab. Didn't have enough time to do something before. Hey Son, danke. Hey Zach. One should be quite easy. But yeah, probably currently I'm using the Sabotage engraving. But yeah, probably the Rally engraving will also be really good in the Mega Crab later on. Especially on the higher level stages. Because with the bug and the Rally of the Rally engraving, that it works for the NPC units. Like with all those color containers, I think that the Rally would probably be very strong strategy too. I'm not sure how much damage this firebomb is doing. But it looks like it's not able to take out my troops, and I hope, or I guess I think, it doesn't do more damage with a higher building damage. And right now I'm using Sabotage, even though for the first 100 or 200 stages you can easily use armor as well. Just so your troops don't get taken out by some random rocket launchers or laser beams. And like I just said, Rally would also be possible to use. But it would make the Doom Fatty less useful, of course, because the buildings do have more health if you can't use Sabotage. I'm good, Ethan, thank you. good thing is that those fire bombs also clear the mine, so I think that is really good actually. So the only thing that they don't do is slow down the defenses. Yeah, well, I mean, it really depends on what squad leaders you have, to be honest. Like, most of the squad leaders are useful. But like the general combination would probably be, like for low level, it would be something like Rifleman and Zukas. And then of course you can use a lot of squad leaders. Like I think generally some ranged squad leaders are stronger at lower level. Because then you don't have to worry about some of the defenses. And then I guess for like mid-level I would switch more towards a tank combination. So tank medic or tank grenadier. Or still a previous combination with like Rifleman Luca or something like that. And I guess for high level you can just use similar strategies to what I'm using. So basically Mech Bombardier or Scorched or Mech Laser Ranger. I'm not sure if the damage of these bombs is stacking. I don't think it does. I guess with overall damage you mean the damage, like the base damage and the added damage from the building troop damage statues. So it just works like a troop damage statue. And what is a bit unfortunate for the Doom Patty, he doesn't deal more damage if he is in this range of the ability. So the chaff still does the same amount of damage, so it doesn't really change where you drop the Doom Patty. Yeah, I think that's definitely the right thing to do, to wait to elite leader that is useful. To be honest, I was really lucky. I don't know, I didn't look at the exact number of key cards, but like within about 60 key cards, I think a few more, like 70 or 80, I got them 4 times, so I just maxed the remaining, or just maxed them after that. Don't think I would have maxed them otherwise. But I wonder how this Mega Crab is compared to the other Mega Crabs now. I don't remember exactly from the last time, but like with the huge flamethrowers, I think it could make the stages a bit easier. Because like these huge buildings, I guess they kind of remove space for other buildings. The Shark Knuckles. Yeah, I could see that that would be useful, but yeah, I changed it to the energy drink for now. It doesn't really make a difference, I think, for the first at least like 200 or 300 stages. Like in the last Mega Crab I used the Taunt. And I think also the Shark Knuckles a few times. But it didn't really make a big difference, I think. Like I almost never used the abilities. Like the next Mega Crab is gonna be the Gumboat Crab, I think. If not this crab, like the Gumboat Crab would easily be the first Mega Crab that will reach 1000 stages. At least if there's gonna be some sort of Gunboat energy gain boost, which is usually in that Mega Crab. I think Gunboat energy gain with the squad leaders now is such a strong boost. Especially for like the Doomfatti attacks, and then you also have so much Gunboat energy to throw the active ability of Linnea, so heal all the troops. But I almost wonder if it would be better to use not the Muka, but instead this shield bombardier. Because the Mukas do get taken out really easily. And like the shield bombardier is basically never going to get taken out. I don't feel like it's that bad. Like, I find it worse when there's like a lot of bombardiers attacking, then you cannot see the troops sometimes. But yeah, it's definitely more difficult to see some of the buildings, probably. But it must be that these fire bombs are stacking. Because this lower boom cannon took more damage than the upper one. And I think that is only possible if one of the boom cannons got hit more often with the fire bomb effect. I think I do want to drop a critter just to see how much damage those fire bombs do, because I don't know if the troop damage works with them, or the building damage. Would have needed to shock those explosive critters so that it's possible to see if it does more damage. Just want to see if they are gonna get taken out by this fire bomb. Looks like they don't. They have like 20% health remaining from one firebomb on this stage. So I'm gonna try to see how much damage the firebomb is doing on like stage, I don't know, like 60 or 80. Then it should be visible if there is increased damage. Okay, I can get the shields on the right with the Fatty. Somehow I didn't hit this shield. And the tribes are actually really good for Scorchers and mechs. So Scorcher speed, which could be not that useful. At least sometimes. And then you have the mech damage with, I mean, 100% is quite a huge boost. Also the rocket chopper health with 100% is, like, some of the boosts are quite high. But I don't know, it still looks so strange when there's these big 4x4 defenses, the Mega Flamethrower, and then there's the regular defenses. Like, they just look so small. But I think this is probably gonna be the first Scorched Mega Crab where I'm not gonna use a single boat of Scorchers. Like, I don't see why I would use one boat of Scorchers in this Mega Crab. How did I lose? Oh no, I'm not sure how that happened. To clear the base. Like, usually the last boost on the Scorcher Crab was I think a 200 or 250% Scorcher Life Leech boost. But even if that boost would be there now, I don't even think I would be using a boat of Scorchers, as they just get taken out too easily. Yeah, without free instant training it's gonna be more difficult, that's for sure. And after 30 minutes, There's already one that reached the legend, or the legend trophy. It's kind of crazy that it's that easy now to reach these trophies. Here on stage 60, I want to take a look again at the firebomb, or maybe I can do it on the next stage as well, to see how much damage they are doing, or just to see if the troop or building damage also increases the damage of the firebomb. Like, I don't want to lose most of my troops just because the firebomb would suddenly deal a lot of damage. It looks like it is again about 20% health left. I don't remember how high the building damage was on that previous stage where I tested it. So I'm gonna have to see again at the next stages. But I think it really looks like the building damage doesn't increase the damage. I guess that is good to know. But yeah, I don't know how much health those critters have. But it's not a temporary gunboat ability, it's not possible to see in their gunboat. But I'm guessing it has a similar amount of health like the regular critters. I feel like it would be so much faster to have Julius Mars at least to attack, because then I would not need to worry that much about and the damage that some of those defenses are doing. I can't completely ignore the defenses. Like, they still do some damage. Do this, and then it should activate. Okay, it's difficult to see like this. I still think that the damage would stack off the fire effect, but I'm not 100% sure. Well, I was a bit lucky, I have to say. I got him like 4 times in 60 key cards. And from there I just got the remaining copies of him. I wonder if this Mega Crab, the Gura squad leader, is gonna be able to clear the mines somewhat decently. Like, I guess with the rally, if I would use rally, it could be useful, because then he is attacking faster. I don't remember what stage I lost my first attack on the last Mega Crab. I think generally this crab should be more difficult because there is no gumwater ability, or at least not always a useful one. And there's also not the gun mode energy boost in the beginning. Even though it was only 25%, it still, I think, made a difference. But I also don't remember what the traps were on the last Mega Crab. I think it was something with the shark, but I could be wrong. A critter spawn is good, I guess, but like, mech damage doesn't make too big of a difference. I guess it would be good to throw the overtime and the charge a bit quicker so that the fire effect also gets increased duration on those buildings. But I think actually this Mega Crab would be a good use for the, I think it's 5th or the 4th talent of Anna, so where she removes the negative effect on the troops. Like with the fire effect, that could maybe sometimes be good. At least if the fire bomb would deal more damage with the building damage. But it doesn't look like it is working that way. Like the firebomb doesn't deal more damage with the building damage, unfortunately. Or maybe also fortunately. Could see it both ways. But I don't think it's too great to what the Mega Crab is changing nowadays with the squad leaders. I mean, it's just one troop combination that you need to use. Like maybe laser rangers or rocket choppers on a very few amount of stages. But this strategy, especially if I would have Julius Mars, just beats every stage. There's no stage really that would have difficulties for this troop combination. And reach the legend rank or legend trophy. I'm just gonna go to the left side now. Predators might even be able to take out those shields, especially if I'm gonna take out this of a rocket long force. And somehow Doomfetti ended up on the right side. Not sure how that happened. I guess it must be that when I threw the chaff that he stopped following the flare or something like that. Right now I'm using Sabotage. I could change to Rally, I guess. So maybe the stages would get beaten a bit faster. But yeah, that would be the only thing, I guess. Why does the last shield not get taken out? Hello, Murat. I kind of want to change maybe to the Rally and see how that goes. I mean, if it is a bit faster to clear the bases, I wouldn't mind that. It looks faster, but troops are taking way more damage too. I don't know, I think I'm gonna stay with Sabotage for now. Like this stage really would be good because there's a lot of critter boxes. But some of the stages have like no critter boxes. And then there's not a huge speed boost. In 91. I can't see how a stage would be difficult. At least if you focus a bit on the attack. With a 3-time mode it's always easy to lose attacks, but I think if you look a bit at the stage when you attack, I don't think there should be an issue. And yeah, thanks for letting me know. Should be there in a few minutes. I think it has about, like, I think the elite medic has about 10,000 health. With the statues I have, it would be about like maybe 25,000, and then I think it's 300% of the leader's max health. So I think it should be about 75,000 heal. So basically, like the mech will always get healed to max if it's fully charged, and like all the troops that have more health, like Bullet or Scorchers, they don't get healed full health. No, I'm using Sabotage. I tried to rally for like 2 stages, but like on this base there's not a single critter box, so I don't think rally would be good on all stages. At least right now. Later on I think there will be stages where rally could be good. For sure, but right now I think Sabotage or even Armor would be the better choice. But if you look at the medic, okay, now it's 200%, so 10,000, so about 22,000 health on this medic. So that would be 44,000. No, it's 300,000, so Yeah, about 66,000 heal, which is more health than what the max have. Like this stage with the 3 critter boxes and then the 2 on the sides, I think a rally could be good. But yeah, I think not all stages would be useful with a rally. Of course, it would also help if you use critter boxes to speed up the troops. Like, I think you're always going to use a few of those, so that also speeds up the troops a bit. And actually another thing to consider with using a rally is that the Doomfatti is not going to be that useful. Because all the defenses have about 30% more health. But then for like high level stages, you're not gonna take out that many defenses anyway with the Doomfatti ability, because then the health is just a lot higher. I guess that's when rally would be more useful. And it would also help with clearing mines, of course, with the Skiagula squad leader. I think a lot of things to consider if you, or if rally would make sense to use, or if it doesn't. But actually even the critter boxes on the Mega Crab are not that useful to increase the rally speed. I think they only spawn 9 critters. And like one critter box ability does spawn I think like 19 or then with the boost it would be like 28. Yeah, 29. Of course, I lost the lead from medic. Again, respawned the mech, which was nice. I still don't really know why sometimes it respawns the mech and sometimes it doesn't. But supposedly the next stage is supposed to be a bit more difficult. So let's see which one it is. Okay, 91 doesn't look bad at all. I mean, I don't think I ever saw this happening. That there's some shield generators missing. I'm not sure what that is. Obviously it's because of the mega flamethrower occupying the space for the shield gens. But I don't remember seeing this in the last Scorched Mega Crab. So yeah, I guess now the missing shields not only in the operation but also in the Mega Crab. Don't think I saw that on the previous stage though, that there's A missing shield.
This is the future. Evolution.
I know that the shield was missing because of the flamethrower, but I'm very sure that on the last Scorched Crab there already was this flamethrower, that there was not a missing shield. Like, I don't know for sure, but I'm like 99% sure. Left side might even look a bit nicer, to be honest. But then I think I'll just go from the right. The shield is not really high. Right, you're close to stage 100. And so far the stages are not really looking to be difficult. Also, one thing is, I'm doing my task force currently the Operation Duplexity, so I'm going to share some attacks in the future. Or I guess more operation attacks again. But yeah, probably will mostly be with the squad leaders. I mean, most or I think every base is always one attack, no matter how it looks. I don't see which base, no matter how difficult it could be, will take more than one attack if all the squad leaders would be unlocked. Hello, home games. Also not too sure if it's worth to not use the Muka, but at least the troops are not getting taken out like the Mukas did. Well, there's this firebomb, which is just a cryo bomb, but instead of freezing, it has the burn effect, so it damages the troops and buildings over time a little bit. And then there's this big mega flamethrower. And then the boosts are Scorched speed. But with the squad leaders, I'm not gonna use a single Scorcher anyway, so basically this crab has no boost. Just the explosive critters on every stage. And even those, I don't think I would use them a lot. Like, they would be good previously without the squad leaders, but I think now even the explosive critters are not gonna be that useful because you have the chaff. But maybe for like a few stages, if there's one defense somewhere randomly, maybe then it would be possible to use the explosive critters to take out one or two defenses. You also have to consider that you cannot extend or increase the damage of the explosive critters with the charm, with the overtime ability. kind of looks like I'm catching up actually. And a mech will respawn. I'm gonna take out the shields. So we can do something like this. And take out these boom cannons. It doesn't matter if there's a shield left. Squad leaders, or at least Anna is taking out a shield really quickly. One thing that is sometimes a bit annoying with the linear squad leader, the lead medic, is that when there is an active shield, the healing isn't charging, so and that can be an issue sometimes when the shield is really high and you kind of want to heal the troops, but it's not possible because Linear's heal is not recharging. Health is still not too high, so that is something good. But I probably should start to scout the stages at least to see if the stage is appearing. Though I don't think I would even attack it in a different way if I would know that the stage would look like this. Then we don't lose the Doom Petty. Now we'll do these bombardiers over here and then take out one or two shield generators. We are probably like stage 150 or so. I could start to scout the bases. Somehow I lost the elite medic again. I'm not sure to what. I would be surprised if the Mega Flamethrower would deal enough damage to take out the elite medic that quickly. But I don't think that there was a boom cannon that targeted it. Now it looks like it's free to take out. Still a few stages behind. I guess sooner or later I think I'm gonna catch up. Also just thinking of it, because it was asked earlier in the chat why I'm not using like Shock Knuckle or Taunts. Like the energy drink, one thing that is good about the energy drink is it also works if the core has a shield. Because the linear ability doesn't recharge. So if I would have to take out a huge shield, and there's like a lot of shock blasters behind the core or rocket launchers which would take out bullets somewhat quickly. So with the energy drink it would be possible to heal bullets. Because your linear would not be able to do that. So it wouldn't matter on a lot of stages, but sometimes that is something I think that could be considered. But it's crazy that I'm not even looking at the stages. Like the only thing I look at is how the landing looks, where I can drop my troops. Except that it's basically enough to drop the troops and then go from there. But it is a bit annoying that the elite medic is moving that quickly compared to almost any other troop. I think it's not even just the movement speed, but just the retargeting thing is just a lot quicker. Like speed is only 2.3, but like Kai would be a bit faster. Okay, this one is a bit slower. But it's not the quickest. And compared to a mech, I'm not sure how fast the mech is even. Yeah, more like a Zuka. I think that's also good to use this bomb and shield leader. So the laser beams. Okay, there they got one of the bombardiers, but I should also lose less troops from that. So already up to 3rd place. Probably most of the times it will be better to attack the stage from the right side. But yeah, right now it doesn't make a huge difference. I'm just gonna take out these shields. I have absolutely no idea how many shaft and overtime would be the optimal way, but at the same time I don't think it really matters. Definitely is a bit scary to attack all the stages without scouting. Like at best I could see that maybe a different engraving would be better, but I think I'm always gonna use the same troop combination. Like on the last prep I tried even like Zukas a few times. I think on some stages they would be useful, but only because I don't have the Julius Mars squad leader. I'm not sure if that was the best thing to do. Take out the whole left side, but I think it was okay. The medic ability doesn't work obviously because he was in the smoke, and then there was a summon which also took him out, so not ideal. I don't think I would need that one overtime ability. I just start going from the right side, so on this base now. One thing I don't really know is how big like the splash damage of these mega flamethrowers is. I think on a few stages it looked like maybe they target more troops than our regular flamethrower would be working. I just that the radius of the splash damage is larger than what it would be for other buildings like the flamethrower. The lead medic stuck. So walk in that direction. Like one thing that would be interesting to know is, did anyone get this? I think it's called. I think it's the client or something out of sync. Like when you reload the troops, especially like riflemen or so, and you attack too quickly, it would kick you out of the game. But now that all the troops load instantly, I wonder if that is still possible to get. Like I didn't get it so far, but I think I also didn't try to get it. High cold. I guess I could try maybe to scout the next stage really fast and see if I would get kicked out. But it doesn't look like it. But yeah, I'm just not sure if it is because that thing is gone, or if the reason is something different. Like, I don't know, like if it would be that easy to fix something like this, which existed for probably for the entire game. I wonder if it would be as easy to fix some of the other things as well. But I think from now I'm just gonna take a quick look at every stage. Or see how it looks and then attack after that. Yeah, no, and I cannot spend my resources at this point. It's impossible, actually. I cannot. Okay, I could boost the Scorched or Speed Tribe. I could do that, even though I'm not gonna need it. But again, already full on resources after that. I do have all the tribes now boosted. And I cannot upgrade even the Mystical Monument. I'm not able to upgrade. And I don't have any building that I could upgrade as well. But what is really strange is that I'm now in 7th place. Because right after the Mystical Monument, after it was launched, the new levels, I was in 6th place. I don't know who of these players got ahead of me, but it's really strange. I don't know what the reason is that it is changing the position on the leaderboard. Like sometimes if someone would be inactive, it would remove them and add them back in. I can show them, but yeah, nothing too special. I still don't have Julius Mass, so that's a huge issue, I guess. Like it would just make it so much easier if I would have them. Like I wouldn't even say that he's the strongest of the squad leaders, but at least he is making a lot of the attacks a lot easier to execute. Because he is so tanky. Like I think basically he would have like a few million health. Like if the damage reduction would be changed into health without the damage reduction. I think he has like 3 to 4 million health. If Linnea is also reducing the damage even further. And like that is the health of the defenses in the Dr. T events. I'm hoping these 2 overtime abilities are enough to take out these shields. I think they should be. And I think even if they are not, it shouldn't be a big issue. Somehow I lost all the deer leaders from the one boat that from the left side, so I'm gonna take out the more defenses on the right side. Overtime ability. Sure looks like it's glitching a little bit. I think should be better now. I think just the internet connection was a bit slower for a few seconds or so. I think should be back to normal now, hopefully. Hi, Squeal. Slowly getting closer though to first place. to go for those doom cannons. But I really would say that these big flamethrowers kind of make it easier. Because flamethrowers are not really a big issue anyway. And I think because they are so big, they are removing some space for other defenses as well. And then could be just that there's more defenses anywhere else on the map. Okay, 2 charge and 2 overtime was enough to take out those shields. Less squad leaders or shock launchers, I guess. I guess shock launchers. Prototypes, I'm not sure about that. Maybe sometimes. But then there were a few bases that had like, I think like 10 Simos or something like that, so... I think it's mostly that I would say flamethrowers are the weakest defense. Also because of the small range. Okay, this one has a few rocket launchers, that's for sure. Health doesn't look that high, so I don't see why I should not be able to finish the shield. Like, I'm not sure exactly where I have to tap with the... Okay, that looks like that worked nicely. Take out this flotsam first, so that I'm not gonna walk in the range. Hello, Erkut. Somehow I lost, and I'm not sure how. But yeah, luckily still able to finish the shield even without her. But yeah, losing Anna is probably the worst thing that can happen. Because she's the squad leader that deals the most or the highest damage. Almost delete medic, but in this case it should not make a difference. No, so far there's no info about the squad leader. Yeah, I guess stage 71 is probably what I'm gonna do with the other account as well. Just get the trophy and that's it. Even though the crab is amazing, of course, to get a lot of powder. Okay, 2 Chav and 2 overtime abilities. I might need another one. Let's just do a third overtime. Should have more than enough downward energy to do that. Hello, Hubis. Well, I don't know. I mean, from the troops that don't have an elite squad leader, I guess only like the ranged troops would really help. Like in this combination. If I would have Julius Mars, like I think Julius Mars and Koa would be more than enough to be in the front and tank the damage. I don't think there would be any would be more need for squad leaders that would play that role. I also don't see that other troop combinations like laser rangers would suddenly be very strong. Like there would need to be a lot of squad leaders that I would consider to use laser rangers. And so far, still not a single stage that would be difficult in some way. Even though I managed to lose the dear elite leader. I can still take out these green cannons. Remember to clear those fire bombs low. And that flare was, I think, the worst flare that you can do. Cost me 2 squad leaders. But I still got the base. Probably gonna need at least one more cannon. Forgot the beast. Prototypes are going to go underground again, so they're not going to get damaged from the sharpened over time. I would have needed to shock them for that to work. To stage of 160 now. Get these boom cannons. And then I think also the even though I'm kind of running out of gunboat energy, so I'm gonna control overtime abilities and maybe even a few barrages. Yes, no attacks lost so far, and I think or hopefully I'm not gonna lose an attack in this stream. To be honest, I think with the squad leaders now, there's not gonna be a single stage that can even be 2 attacks. Before like stage 300, maybe even stage 400. Actually, it's really nice that my bombardier squad leaders can walk past the boomerang. And even some of the other mines, so that is actually really helpful sometimes. But then it only really helps for the squad leaders. Because if there's a regular bombardier, you cannot really see if he is on the squad or if he's not. And I could try to tap all the squad leaders that can walk past mines or that don't trigger mines, but I don't think that would work consistent. I mainly unlocked him because I got him like 4 times in about 60 keycards, so I was just missing 2 more and yeah, I got those. Actually, I didn't make a playlist so far. I guess you just mean the link to the channel, whatever you would call it. I think I should try to work more with those squad leaders. For the cyber leaders, they definitely can take out some of the defenses a lot easier than the other troops. Actually, that is, I think I know what you mean. That playlist is for something different. Like it was from the playlist of the Scorched crab, but I kind of put all of them in one and not just for 1 year, so sometimes the link to those playlists is still in the description, but I removed it right now. I'm surprised those boom cannons already don't get taken out by 2 chaff and 1 overtime, so health looks to be increasing. We don't know so far what the next elite leader would be. So we just have to, yeah, wait. or I guess at least 2.5 days or so, till this, or 3 days I guess, till the current squad leader event is over. Okay, I think on the left side that looks a bit nicer. Okay, I didn't plan to lose all the troops on the left. Actually only 2 stages away now from first place. Hopefully can catch him before I get to stage 200. A lot of flotsam cannons. And flotsam cannons are not necessarily the defense that is, I would say, the strongest. Especially with the talents or the active ability of the Linnea. move, I think so. Maybe one of the critters to distract them while they are taken out. Can't really survive somehow. But yeah, the bases are still not really looking difficult. But yeah, that is expected nowadays. Okay, left side or right side? I think the left side looks a bit nicer with the less prototypes. So I'm gonna throw this sharp blaster with the chaff. Only lost 3 troops against this stage. And that is one of the layouts that is usually the most difficult. And in first place now as well. But I guess the main thing for now is just to beat the stages as quick as possible. just take out this cannon. I need to watch out for those rocket launchers. And the defenses that can shoot over this gap are still a little bit of a threat, I would say. In this space, I think we're gonna go from the right side. I just think that should be a little bit easier without the boom cannons. And these shotguns should not cause too many issues as well. And this time I'm just gonna take out the core with the charge and overtime abilities. And there we go. Okay, this one. I would almost say I'm going for the right side. Because there's no laser beam and shock launchers, but then maybe because I'm not even using the Muka, I can ignore those laser beams. These defenses are gonna get taken out now. But I did lose a few troops already, so I need to be a bit careful. I also think if I need to, I can just take out the shield health with the troops. And only 3 shield generators, and I think it would be really easy to take out 2 with that sharpened overtime. I'm going to do right now. The right side on the space for sure.
This is the future.
Okay, this one doesn't look too bad either. Not a lot of strong defenses. Get an easy stage. But I would definitely say it is a bit unfortunate that a lot of these
This is the future.
attacks are basically just the same thing every time.
Evolution.
So 185 stages are already used the exact same troop combination. And I really wonder if there will even be one stage where I'm even going to consider using a different strategy. I could use Rocket Chopper on a stage like this, but I would need to slow down at least a little bit, so I couldn't use 3 times move the whole time. I think because the health is also getting higher now on these stages. And the Rocket Chopper don't deal that much damage. I feel like the Mech Bombardiers are still gonna be better and faster. I need to be careful about using 3 times more there. But I lost most of the max. Almost lost the elite medic as well. Just need to pay a little bit of attention, I guess. The advantage of the leaders is insane, I would say. I mean, with completely maxed out leaders and abilities, I think you can reach at least stage 800, probably even stage 1000 every time now. And like without leaders, just with like proto troops and the engravings, you could maybe reach about 400, 500 stages now. So it's basically twice the amount of stages that are possible with the leaders instead, or compared to without them. All the leaders are probably would have lost at least like one attack at this time. And right now I'm just using almost just the 3 times mode to speed through the stages. Like I'm mostly just not using it when I have to clear some mines or use the Doom Fatty abilities. No, they are even stronger than proto troops in every attack. And like not just a bit stronger, way stronger. It's like not even close. I mean, at this point, you don't even need proto troops. I mean, for what would you even use for the proto troops, I guess? Like the only one that would be useful could be like maybe the stunner or the critter cannon, maybe the clone rifleman. Like even the melon bombardier, I don't think he's that useful. I mean, you could replace like some of these leaders, the bombardier leaders, but even then, I don't think the melon bombardier is. He would change that much. I guess the one group that is also good is like the heavy chopper, because he can give a lot of speed boost, but then even that I feel like it's not that strong. Yeah, but then you use back. And even if you would use that, you would still use like the Muka and the Elite Medic and Linnea. I'm just gonna pretend that this rally bug doesn't exist. Because then I could also say the the Cranier would be really good, because there was a bug in the, I think, Halloween crap where she slow down the buildings by like 100%. So bugs like that are always gonna change a lot of things. No, 2 melons don't do more damage than linear and armor. And you don't have the ability to extend to the shark, for example. And you also don't have the ability to heal bullet or so. Are the others using the Sparky and Rally thing? This one is not. Don't know if there's... I mean, it doesn't look like anyone uses that. At least not in the top 10. The thing is, I don't have the Julius Mass leader, so that kind of makes using Raleigh and Sparky impossible. I don't have a decent tank if I'm not using bullets. I mean, if you could explain or tell me how I could use Sparky and Rally and not lose all the troops right away to like some random boom cannon or doom cannon, I could use it as well, but without the smart leader, it's not really possible. Okay, this one is a bunch of Simmos. Even gonna use critters to take out the shield. And not the Doomfatty. I just need to take out this rocket launcher somehow, and then I can take out the shields. Critter, make sure the shields get taken out. And that is stage 200. And first place as well for now. We're gonna beat this stage. But I think then I'm gonna stop for now. And continue without the stream. Yeah. If I'm completing all the stages, it will be, I think, at least 700, maybe 800. And yeah, I'm not gonna be able to stream that many stages. But yeah, this one doesn't look too bad either. Can't do an operation attack, unfortunately, right now with this account, but yeah, in the future I can for sure. So that's gonna be it with this stream for today. Maybe I could do a second one later, but I'm not sure if I will. I'm just gonna try to beat more stages. I mean, I would have to reach at least stage 400, I would say, today, to be even able to finish all the attacks, so that won't be easy. But thanks everyone for watching. Bye.